Okay, so why don't we go ahead, since Tamachai gave us our Ether Current quest, and he had another one in store, let's proceed to take on his next, level 65 challenge entitled Rip-Off Reunion. Tamacheg wants to investigate some unsavory dealings. Would you mind helping me with an investigation? Those who do business here are allowed to set their own prices. However, I've heard word of a trader that has been abusing this system by raising their prices exclusively for foreign customers. Should this continue, Reunion's reputation shall suffer great damage. I have taken it upon myself to regularly check the trader's stalls, but I suspect the culprit is hiding their extortionate prices from me. That is why I require your help. Please investigate the local traders, taking note of their wares and the prices they sell them for. I have marked the 5 stalls I would like you to visit on your map. Report back to me when you are done. I think we can do that. So who are we speaking with? Why don't we start with Botukui here? Why, that exotic aurora you emit! You must be a traveler from far-off lands. Can I interest you in some kumis? It is the most luxurious local drink I have on offer. Botukui's stall contains an assortment of alcoholic beverages. All of her wares are being sold for very expensive prices. Did we already find our culprit already? Hey there, Mazgood. Come and get your hands on the juiciest fruit and vegetables available in a reunion. His contained fruits and vegetables also sold for expensive prices. Yeah, maybe it's not just one merchant, it's multiple merchants. I don't know. Maybe Baldur, who we've already spoken with on 2 other quests, can point us in the right direction? Struggling to find something. Search no longer, for I am sure to have it in stock. His stall contains meat, fish, and assorted trinkets, sold for cheap prices. Yeah, I knew we could trust him. We've also spoken with Yasui and Shambui before. Let's go with Yasui first. You there, traveler. Can I interest you in some smoked meat? My prices may be steep, but satisfaction is guaranteed. Well, so that means that, yeah, you're on the expensive side. And Miss Shambui. How many balls do you fancy, miss? Shambui's stall contains various kinds of booze, which we still don't know what it is. All words are sold for fair prices. Now that I look at her stall, yeah, it looks like she's selling Chinese-style dumplings. Maybe a little dim sum there that we're looking at. Yeah, or raw dim sum. How would that go down? Hey there, Tamachag. Finished. Well, what did you learn? What does Baldur sell? A mix of meat, fish, and other trinkets. How is wares? Cheap. I see. What about Malsgood? His was fruit and vegetables at expensive prices. Understood. Tell me about Yasui's stall. She was meat and was expensive. And Botukui? Botukui was alcohol and was exorbitant. And finally, what about Chambui? Chambui was the booze girl, and she was fairly priced. Are you quite sure about that? You did not seem confident in your answers. By all means, go and check the stalls once more if your memory is hazy. What? What? It's because I said exorbitant, didn't I? Ugh. Sells fruit and vegetables. And is expensive. Crap. I can't remember. Start over. Yeah, I was like, what? Yeah, the first time I was like, what? And now I can't even remember myself. He was meat, fish, and other trinkets. And he was cheap. Mazgood was fruits and vegetables, and he was expensive. Yasui was meat, and was expensive. Botsukui was alcohol, and was very expensive. Or can I just say expensive? And Shambui was buzz, and fair price. Really? Boy, they're not gonna give it to me easy, are they? Let's go and be absolutely certain. Hers are very expensive. Hers are very expensive. His are just expensive. It's like, why are you doing this to me, man? Oh, wait a minute. How come you come off the list? What? That's weird. And also expensive. Okay. Just because I want to be absolutely certain, hers is very expensive. Okay. Vidor's meat, fish, and other trinkets. His are cheap. Mazgood sells fruit and vegetables, and his are expensive. Yasui is meat, and she is expensive. Botsukui is alcohol, very expensive. And Shambui is buzz, and it's fair price. That more or less matches up with what I learned myself. Well, if you exclude Botsukui. Kumi is hardly a luxury commodity in these parts. No doubt she was hoping a traveler such as yourself would be ignorant of the fact. She cannot be allowed to continue this kind of behavior. I will give her a stern warning later. Thank you for your help. The Castile had entrusted me with a reward that I was to give to anyone able to aid me in uncovering the crafty traitor. I would say you have done more than enough to be worthy of it. Thank you very much. Yeah, that was kind of a bit rough, but we did get through the quest. And in the meantime, we welcome a new viewer, GD Killer Fox 613. Welcome to Let's Play Notorious Autism. It's nice to welcome you to the channel. Glad to have you with us this evening. I've never played Dark Souls before there, GD, so I'm afraid it's not something I am very familiar with or would be good at. Unless you were looking for the ultimate blooper reel, then when it would come to Dark Souls, I would be just the man you would be looking for. I'd probably be as skilled playing that game as I would be playing Super Meat Boy. But anyway, let's go ahead and continue on with side quests here. We'll speak with Tojine to take on her level 65 challenge entitled Stranger Danger. Tojine has a soft spot for children. Have you by any chance come for a walk around the markets? I look after families' children while they stop here. I also keep my eyes open for any children that get separated from their parents. If you happen to come across any lost boys and girls, please tell them to come here. Why can't you go after them? I mean, aren't you their responsibility? Aren't they not your responsibility? At age 11, huh? Well, congratulations there, GD. That's very impressive. Of course, we can't necessarily tell if you're telling us the truth or not, so I mean, I can't necessarily take your word for it. Hello there. You say there's a nice lady that'll look after me? I'll go and search for her now. By the way, have you seen any other children that look like me? You're the first, actually. You are the first. Get the drop down and hit the ground running. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough there, GD. But I can't honestly remember if you've ever posted a comment by that handle. Hey there. I had no idea there was a lady like that. I will go and play with her until Daddy finishes his work. Though I do wish I knew where my brother's gone off to. Maybe he's with the lady already. Is that so? Eternal Sonata's not that hard. Yeah, it's not that hard. What are you talking about? I'm not lost. But someone said you were. There's a lady here who looks after lost children. Maybe I'll go and speak with her, but not because I'm lost or anything. Yeah, to each their own there, GD. Like, if Eternal Sonata was harder for you compared to Dark Souls, I won't hold it against you. But for me, like, when I went through it the first time, I didn't even find it all that hard. When I played Eternal Sonata for the first time, like, I was challenged, but not to the point where I was getting game over on a repetitive basis. Oh, really, Yami? Oh, man. Well, Tojine, I've had 3 children come saying you sent them to me. I was only supposed to be looking after one today, but things have gotten quite lively. I never cease to be amazed by how friendly Zayla children are with each other. Tribal boundaries mean nothing to them. This group alone compares a pair of Himar twins, a Boliri girl, and the Byaquid child that was here from the start. Their tribes are all so different. One of every 3 Himar pregnancies results in twins just like these two. Byaquid women have a tradition of taking multiple husbands. And the Bolir support themselves by collecting dung, drying it, and turning it into charcoal which they then sell to other tribes. They've all been brought up so differently and yet they get along so well. Some days I wish we adults could behave the same. Regardless, that is of no concern to a traveler such as yourself. Thank you for your help. Well, I don't think Geometry Dash is available for PS4 there, GD. At least not to my knowledge, it's not. But in any event, let's go ahead and speak with this Atterkim warrior next, for the level 65 challenge entitled Morbol Rain. This Atterkim warrior has his eyes on a peculiar kind of flower, and I think I know exactly where he's going with this. Could I ask for your help? I have no one else to turn to. I have searched all over the Azim steppe for one single flower. Someone told me that it was sold in Reunion, but I have had no luck here either. Could you search for this flower for me? It should not be a dangerous task by any means. What? No, I swore I would nine no longer. It is a job fraught with peril. For the only way to obtain the flower I require is by slaying a Morbol. If you are willing to help, you should be able to find some north of here. Please slay 3 of them and bring back their flowers. Yeah. Come on there, George Washington. And make you chop down the cherry tree. Yeah. Just admit you chop down the cherry tree, George. Just admit it. Let's get ourselves over to where the Morbols are that he mentioned. Oh, there's actually some right over here to start off. And still my Chocobol's availability. Yeah, for 7.5 minutes, yep. That'll work. That'll work just fine. Yeah, stun you and negate your bad breath. Yeah, we're gonna make you guzzle a gallon of Listerine. And mix it with Scope, too, to deal with that bad breath of yours. You're dead. Alright, next up. Well, yeah, I've been told by people as such in regards to that there, GD. Yeah, they have told me about how the way you do it is. Yeah, in fact, I have had another viewer who used to watch Thamriel and do the various Final Fantasy XIV live streams with him back in the winter tell me as such, so yeah, I basically take his information on considering the challenge of Dark Souls. And considering that he himself is very knowledgeable and experienced with the game, I feel like I can trust him because we have known each other for such a long amount of time at this point. I mean, after all, he's the guy who helped me to clear Zurvan on extreme mode. Okay, so let's give this guy what he requires. Were you able to get 3 of the flowers? I have them, yes. Oh my, that stench! Quite ghastly indeed. I suppose I should just tell you why I needed these flowers. I belong to the Arakim, the largest of the Zayla tribes. Recent events have led me to being considered as a potential future Khan. However, I have many rivals for the position, rivals that will not hesitate to kill or kidnap in order to realize their goals. My older brother was forced to go into hiding after 8 attempts on his life. I can handle whatever they would throw at me, but their depravity knows no bounds. This time they have kidnapped my younger brother. They demanded I bring them this flower in return for his safety. However, thanks to you, my brother shall remain unharmed. I may criticize my rivals, but once upon a time I too used less than honest means to try and get ahead. Though seeing how willing you were to help me has changed my mind. Well, glad I could help you out. So now let's go over to the other side and continue to take on side quests. Let's speak with this Oroniri youth for his level 65 challenge entitled Silent Banquets. This Oroniri youth is most grateful to the Castir. There's a matter I require your help with. I want to show my appreciation to the Castir for creating Reunion. The marketplace allows us to both trade and communicate with the other tribes. We would have struggled to do either before Reunion was set up. After speaking with my fellow traders, we decided that we would host a banquet for the Castir. However, 3 of them are still yet to deliver their food for the feast. I am still waiting on Baldur, Shambui, and Uto. Please seek them out and tell them you wish to speak with them about the banquets. Alright. Yeah. Baldur and Shambui I've already spoken with on quite a number of occasions. Or is it Baidur? Yeah, it's actually Baidur. Oh, my apologies for being so late. We Kakol are still few in number, and it took somewhat longer than anticipated to gather what we required. However, I can assure you it will have been worth the wait. I made sure to collect only the finest ingredients to show our gratitude to the Castir. And then Uto on this side. Yeah, the foreigner. My apologies for the... Oh, and Uto is female. Yeah, that's right. My apologies for the delay. Though I think the Castir will enjoy what I have brought. Smoked fish straight from Isari. I would normally not go to such lengths, but the Castir have done so much for us. The mere fact that they allowed non-Zayla into Reunion is truly commendable. No doubt their generosity is motivated by trade, but I would be lying if I said it was not the reason that I too came here. And then Shambui. Let's go ahead and get a drumstick of beast meat, huh?
Ah, the banquet. Do not worry. My contribution is ready. I have been incredibly busy of late and it completely slipped my mind. Our tribe's hunters are so skilled with what we often have more food than we know what to do with. Having somewhere like Reunion where we can trade our unnecessary meat is a great help to us.
Isn't that a first-person shooter? Isn't Dishonored a first-person shooter? Because first-person shooters are my weakest gaming genre. I get destroyed by everyone in first-person shooters. Were you able to find all 3 traders? I did, yes, and they bring their wares to you. Quite a selection indeed. Have you ever heard why the Castilla founded Reunion? They say a Castilian child died from an illness that would have been treatable with the right medicine. Alas, the Castilla had no means of procuring the cure at the time. As you say, there are plenty of other popular theories that may be true. The Castilla are hardly going to open their mouths and tell us which it is that correct after all. Not that it really matters a great deal, we owe them a huge debt regardless. So yeah, we're definitely clearing off the list of challenges, aren't we, tonight? Getting these side quests done very quickly in a nice, well-timed manner. And in the meantime, we welcome another new viewer, anyone there, to Let's Play Overall Autism. Nice to welcome you to the channel, and it's good to have you with us this evening. So, since we've been speaking with Biter so much, we have yet to take on his quests. So yeah, let's not leave him waiting any longer. Let's take on his level 65 challenge entitled Merchant for a Day. Biter is not very good at his job. Oh, I am beginning to wonder if I will ever be able to sell my wares. I was so certain I could finally make a success of myself here as a trader. Hello there. Tell me, have you ever tried your hand at running your own market stall? I myself have been struggling to sell much of anything of late. Observing someone else may be just what I need. Let me know if you feel up to the challenge. Oh, we just complete the quest there? So this is a chain quest, I'm guessing? What will you say? Agree to his terms. Fantastic! I have a feeling I'm going to learn a lot from observing you. I've always prided myself on having a varied assortment of goods for sale. There should be something here for every kind of customer. The best of luck to you! Listen carefully to each customer and choose something you think will meet their needs. Oh, we don't simply complete the quest. So we have to wait for potential customers to come by. Oh, I've seen you before. And I think I do see someone coming my way. Anything catch your interest?
Oh my, quite a selection of food you have. Let me think. Yesterday we had fish. Trader, what would you recommend for a bunch of growing boys with healthy appetites?
Grilled fish, cheese, mammoth thigh, or a tea brick? With healthy appetites, I would say a mammoth thigh.
That sounds nice, doesn't it? I will take your finest mammoth thigh.
Oh, and you don't ask for money. Okay. So let's continue checking out. Oh, another one came out by.
Give me a toy! Mommy said I could buy a toy because I've been good. I don't have much money, so it should be something cheap. What can I buy? What can I buy?
One horse, a cart board in pieces, a cheap wooden flute, or a fancy multicolored doll. Well, you want a toy, right? Well, I think a wooden horse might be sufficient.
That sounds like lots of fun. Give it to me. It costs how much? Mommy didn't give me that much money.
Ah. Crap. So is it always the same? Is it always the same people, or is it always different? He was like, I don't know how much this stuff costs. Oh, I pine for that buxom maiden so, but I know not how to express my feelings. Whatever shall I do? I've got just book for you, scream all of your love to reunion. Good things come to handsome gents, or you'll get nowhere with a face like that. I've got just the book for you. A book, you say? Pray tell me, just what is it called? A Beginner's Guide to Termit Childbearing, Swim Like an Aegean, Akiram Kali Love Songs of Legend. That sounds like what I want to give this guy. Love songs! Now that you mention it, I remember her saying she enjoyed music. I will take that book, thank you. We get the thumbs up. So how many more people do I have to get sales from?
Do you think this necklace suits me? I just bought it from that stall over there.
Is that one the XIV dog? It looks lovely on you. What a nice shade of scarlet. We have even better jewelry here. I could say that.
Tell me then, just what will you suggest I buy?
Scarlet earrings, a black bracelet, a ruby ring, or a sapphire ring. Well, you can't wear earrings. How about us? And she does like scarlet, so why don't we say a ruby ring?
That looks very nice indeed. I shall take it. That said, those scarlet earrings go perfect with my necklace. Give me both the ring and the earrings.
See, I guess we got a 2-for-1 deal. And wow, you have long fingernails. Oh, got one more coming. I must say I'm very impressed. I had no idea there was still so much I had to learn about trading. Up until now, I simply recommended whatever I thought was best, but it is clear that the customer's wishes should always be my top priority. Thank you for all your help. So, majority rules, and we get the quest cleared. So yeah, we helped out Bydor after all, and we certainly gave him some pointers, because yeah, I was like, oh, I hope all these responses I give are gonna work out, and turns out, by and large, they did, and we got officially recognized with a completed quest.